Hello everybody, welcome to our annual monthly poetry slam here at the Writers Circle at Studio Central.
So my name is Robert St. Germain and I have 3 poems to share today. This first one's called The Ghoul. So here it goes, it's called The Ghoul. He's a creature in the night, here to do wrong, not right. He has a wicked soul within, he comes from hell to commit sin. He eats the heart and dines on the flesh, he put our courage to the test. He has a gorgle kind of face, he's here to kill the human race. He can fly, he can crawl, he is the most powerful one of all. He is a monster, born of dark, he is here to leave his mark. If you have to cross his path, you must flee from his wrath. So that's that one, first one. I have 2 more to go. This one's called The Haunted Woods. Here in these haunted woods, the restless souls wander. They can never find their way home. They're embodied here by mistakes they made, or best things they could not change. Their past is the chains that hold them to the purgatory. Maybe someday they will learn a lesson and move on to the next world, but for now they must stay here in this forest of darkness and confusion. Okay. This last one's about Halloween. This is called Jack-o'-lantern. Here it goes. Oh, Jack-o'-lantern, how many costumes have you seen tonight? You cause so much fun and so much fright. You sound a black cat in your glow. Pretty soon there will be snow. Someone made you just for fun. Now you are here for everyone. This time of year is so fancy and free, and in this magic you can believe. We return to our childhood and all of its joy. There's nothing to bother and nothing to annoy. This only happens once every year, so let's all cherish the joy and the fear. There you go. That's it for me.
Hello. It's that time of year, Halloween, so I've got some ghoulish stuff for you. This first one is called Vampire. I'm a vampire who stalks my prey, loath to be seen in the light of day. For fear I might shrivel and burn, but when the night comes, it's my turn. To imbibe life stories when I drink sweet blood, I'll bite your neck and make it flood. The intimacy is overwhelming. Before you die, is there anything you want to tell me? Confess your sins, for mine are greater. I have sympathy for your plight. Close your eyes, it will be all right. I am taking this problematic life of yours tonight. I search for myself, but can see no reflection. I am all over, but no one pays attention. Everything about my story has become legend. My need conflicts with the purest intentions. I want to release the grieving, stop the bad in their tracks, but trying to be good only leads to bad acts. I sleep in a coffin, I roam as a bat. I ask philosophical questions when I'm not under attack by weapon-wielding townspeople. I stick to the shadows in order to avoid all that. You may feel my supernatural powers in a shudder or a dream, but remember, darling, the worst is yet to be seen. Thank you. Okay, this one is called Ghost. I see a pale shadow on the glass. I'm unsure of whether I want to pass. A scent of perfume and tobacco hang in the air. Barely there, the groan of the creaky stair leads me to believe you want me to know you are there. Where do you belong, disembodied spirit? Are you seeking some resolution? Visions of your life run through my mind, but I cannot give absolution. I know I should pretend not to see, but is there anything you need from me? Maybe I can help you find some release. There seems to be an impression of a skeleton hand, some music tinkling, and it's got me thinking. I feel out of breath, I feel like I'm sinking. The curtains billow around the open window, a chill runs down my spine. Are you a visitor from another time? The end is not the end, it seems. You appear when I'm awake, you haunt me in my dreams. Is there something you want from me, or am I trespassing on your space? When I turn, I catch a glimpse of your face. Once you were alive like me, but where you are is not where I want to be. I hope someday you'll find some peace. If someone asks if I believe in ghosts, I do. I hear you, I feel you, I see you, I believe in you. And this last one is called Demon Eyes. Looking into your demon eyes, I sense the fear, I feel the surprise. I touch the flame, I experience the desire. The allure of a rebel, even against the greater good, affects me more than I know it should. You want to make trouble to protest the system. You want to be heard and make people start listening. You have a free-thinking angel in troubled times that starts whispering. You reject the dogma you're fed and crazy thoughts go through your head. Sometimes you can hardly make sense of what you said. You are so alive and expressive, so aware and obsessive, witty and depressive. Those demon eyes shine in the dark. They're so impressive. Like a gargoyle poised on a building up high, you keep still but ready to fly. A nocturnal creature, you stay up all night and try to feed the demon inside. It feasts on your laughter, it drinks your tears, it listens to your stories, it feeds your fears. Deep down inside, it's your music it hears. Thank you very much.
My name is Marjolaine Broder, and I'm presenting an ode to Queen Elizabeth II. For all of my lifetime I say, thou, Elizabeth, hast ever been faithful even unto death, O most beloved servant queen. Having known no other monarch, though my ancestry should say nay, I can clearly state my respect for one who rightly earned her sway. Well deserved is thy rest beside thy beloved spouse. Thou liest as I was wont, ever serenely in God's house. Farewell and sleep peacefully, thou hast done well and royally. Assured may thou be in thy heir, thy example he will follow loyally. God bless the Queen, God save the King.
My name's James. This one's called Youthful Chess, and all my poems are the glory of God and to grown with love. When you win, totally convinced. The beginning of contrast as it dies, the intensity of the mind of gambit and chance. The first place you learn. The fight with an opponent becomes yourself. A sport, not a game. You will never find objectivity over anyone. Being slaughtered in battle of slaughtering. Doubt resonates, turned into the deepest test, a mowed lawn. The death of a garden in autumn. Snow scorches the mind as the wind hardens the soil. Diving in head first, each time convinced of victory. Never learning the pleasure of merely playing. The contest strikes the heart. The piece in your hand turns red with anger. Your back is against the wall. Angels dance on your back. As many as want to. Downhill skiing on air. Looking over a cliff as you project over the sloped edge. Miracles happen, but you are the devil. People call God a liar. What is indicated by him merely isn't, as if he goes toe-to-toe with the devil when he does everything. All this hangs in the balance. Every move is the gasping for air, the hope of teaching people to forgive. In a world so beautiful, snow is greater than confetti. All return home in winter, play summer and spring and fall. What season do you like? The succulence of summer is like an IQ test. Winter is a memory. Opening is the first day of school. Spring is the first day of school. Fall is 5 minutes later. Birds dance in the sky. Every time you ask your mom how smart you are, you forget you don't have a job. You quiver with anger as the pawn laughs. You fall into a trapeze net. As you awaken in the morning, always 5 minutes late, focusing only on your chance to win. So easily the years only teach you to turn away. Your life is filled with such intelligent avoidance, so convinced by big sidewalks. Shoveling snow after midnight, waking your parents in frustration, yet passion is like exploring all the fruits of the world one at a time, off into the future. Macintosh apples and peanut butter, TV, and a chance to waltz. The bird dance just won't go away even with a square dance. Failure will never exist. You will never learn, you can't play. In ways that will never be about your ability, as sand winnows into the lightest maze, made of glass that slowly clears, as chess pieces fall randomly across static, unchanging world. Forever there's a sentinel standing, so you will never know. This one's called Direction. Every accomplishment means an experience of fear, like a wall of living rock. Then you see over it. The sun rises like a storm, yet it is a festival. Clowns scare the children. Adults protect them with words of religion. There is nothing to fear. The rocks in the desert yell. Trees bend over like friendly giants. Women with the hearts of mothers are led by my true love. She directs clouds like a maestro. They part and dance and fold and dance. The forests bow like a great wind. All appearances challenge hope. Faith in love makes it a day in the sun. A slap in the face is great encouragement. Grasping a pencil to the sky, the front yard of home is like a book. The city folds away like newspaper. The child beats the best in a 100-meter dash. He sees the risk of the stride, breathing in the air of future hope, angels' wings on robins. The world is protected by feathered power, their eyes searching for a place to land. Communicated is their wisdom of our planet. A line drawn by a child opens the world we need. She faints as she arrives. Her first child is nothing she could know, chopping an island down with the side of her hand, building universes with countless efforts to communicate. She abandons me with every breath I breathe, and saves me with every breath I breathe. A slight lilt can give me the strength to live my day, or I wait for the next chance to talk. A beach descends like a sheet full of people I know. The water is like a lake on God's palm. The horizon circles back to me. Islands and peninsulas curl into my gut like her smile. I hope for too much, yet I have a chance to travel and the globe and have an aspect of wisdom. I am made of bricks. My back grinds and crumbles, yet lives. It is the stairs down to the sand. It is a future just like children. How intimate is the universe? What teaches feet as the water laps against them? She is everywhere I turn. She has hope that she will be there. Parties try to live up to her. Rainbows begin to cry. Clear-cut comments are the most precious. Christmas morning. The only injustice is that you didn't hear her right. She is set free in the hearts of children, or else cars have not gone faster, or else every arena of marketing and theater would be financially skewed. All hearts secretly look to her. Evil spirits are in little boxes, this way or that, you know. A small child pointing stage direction with the artistry of a giant, and you are lost when you are lost by clear directions. A cherub stands in the breach. Her clarity began. There is no going back to, no matter how many stories you tell. We remember all the time. Stealing her inspiration could be an act of love. Boring her heartbeat could be your need because she loves the time of knowledge. And this one's an effort at rhyming. It's called Her Dance. Something's going wrong with my throat. The tossed waves of the wind prevented me from all that sinned. I traveled around the bend. Very little did as far to lend. Bubbles rise up to the top. Oh clouds, please, please stop. A beautiful day is on the rise. All the money do not think doth buys. She is a little girl I once met. She is the grand woman at the Met. Her brilliance exceeds all restraint. Dance and act and write and paint. How do I tell you of her when her greatest is of a great stir? Damage a forest she stands prepared to bring justice to all most revered. She trods the globe with all good care, equitable and loving to hear. Wisdom spills forth all to bear. Eye to eye, don't try to dare. All the riches of creation don't tempt. Her only concern is to get bent, to know how to prevent a bad path, everything towards fighting wrath. Love is on her sleeve and in her pocket. Hope is in space in a socket, knowing when to make a stand, watching idiots pay a grand. Resilience, perseverance, sustenance. Idiots can get past their own existence. War and theft and lies and destruction. She points and laughs at your progression, at your profession. As hard as you might try, you can't resist making her your sophistry. Stop pretending you don't know when she believes in. Stop scraping the barrow. Light is her greatest aspect. It is in everything she cares for and inspects. It is in her every move and her eyes. Unlike you, she tries for greater lives. She rises higher. The comparison I make is heaven compared to you, a mistake. Yet she is greater than all comers. She is free of all season, including summers. I love her free of all characteristics, an Ellen with no makeup or lipsticks. To be with her forever is just the beginning, all riches of all kinds of the bringing. Would you dance with me, I would ask, all metaphors welcome to the last. As long as the act itself is the reference, turn away all points is our preference. We need no society or city, even if we work to please God, not pity. All things are done in heaven, if indeed they are worth more than an oven. There would be no limit to our days. Inspiration and work would go all ways. Discovered with our skeletons would be treasures of our work by tons. No arrogance, merely faith. Why not create for fun and age? Love making is for sure, but who we are needs still investiture. Laughter is also sure in her hands. A stand-up comic likely brilliant stands. I am of healthy response because of her. I began to accept I could be a monster. With sight of her was my maturity. All reason to hope landed a little skiffy. So again a boat enters the scene, and my backbone from erection. I'm not sure love is about flaws. It is about limitations and eventual claws. Though we are something might cause disappointment, it's not a reason for the very appointment. The sun seems to pulsate in the sky. It must be the sharing of flesh never to die. Billions of eternities seem quite beautiful, even if at a time it was very dutiful. Admitting that to myself she was there, to be humbled was not my goal yet here. It happened that through her I was honest. With no awareness I began perhaps to nest. I cannot extol her beauty enough. It is a quantum universe and so tough. I knew I was looking, I did not know what. However, it was her. I bet a hat is a hat. Art and music and meaning for the first. For life I began to drink and thirst. The power of seeing her dance is imbued in my mind, in my flesh, my stance.
All right, thank you, James, for your wisdom as always.
Oh, thank you very much.
Much
Jordan.
appreciated. I want to thank the other writers, Rob, Cassandra, and Marjolaine. You know, this is our show for this evening, and tune in next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Don't go angry, just plain well go away.